This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the London Monarchs. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Ndamukong Suh continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now let's go. Blue Niners. Blue Niners.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. What? None.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Lucky 56.
Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Allen again here on second and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to...
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He'll get it up the middle. him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. Damian Radley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. Ben Gideon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
57-5.
They pitch it out to Cook. Room to run inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
36.
On 2nd down, Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Allen forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Good, good! Good, good!
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a micro. Allen hit, he lost the football, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Handoff comes to Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Watkins able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen throwing on third and long. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more after this. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now back to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go!
They'll set up to throw, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And my players able to knock it through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And touchdown! Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 54 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick the play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Allen now on third and goal. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Again, this is Cook. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Check. What's the egg?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.